we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're in this amazing space at the Atlas School to really talk about what is necessary to build an ecosystem of educational opportunities for the future talent that we need in this city and around the world.
So Atlas School runs like a vocational school. You can think of welding or cosmetology, except that we train students in full stack development, in AI and machine learning, and in embedded systems. We want to give them really hands-on experiences in the technology field and prepare them for entry-level jobs here in Tulsa.
One of the things about this event that got me so excited was seeing some of these smaller orgs in Tulsa think bigger and think about all the opportunities that they could do with AI, with tools, with data, and things that they can do to expand their work and maximize their impact.
I was so inspired today by folks like Georgina and Kiosha, and it got me really excited about how AI could be used to address a lot of the urgent issues that exist for the environment and for communities.
I think there's many opportunities for collaboration between all of the organizations that we spent time with today, particularly working together with our workforce and higher ed partners to make sure that we can tell the stories about how people matriculate out of poverty through workforce development into the workforce.
I think it was fantastic to meet people from such varied backgrounds and organizations, and it would be great to continue the conversation. I would love for my team to be in a listening mode, learn about challenges that people are facing, and see how best to develop tools that benefit everybody.
The opportunity for collaboration of organizations in this room is the passion that people have for harnessing AI and making a positive impact in the spaces around them.
Hello, and welcome to the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship Summit, a celebration of impact-driven leaders leveraging AI and technology to create lasting social, economic, and environmental impact in the data center communities they call home. My name is Evie Flaw, Events Manager at Watson Institute, and I have the pleasure of guiding you through today's event. We're deeply thankful to everyone who has taken time out of their busy schedules to join us today and witness the journey of impact of the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellows. And since we have a global audience joining us today, we'd love to make the chat a space for connection. If you haven't already, we encourage you to introduce yourself in the chat. Please type in your name, where you're joining from, and what inspired you to be here. And throughout the event, be sure to share any questions, reflections, or shout-outs to the fellows, especially if their initiatives resonate with you. Now, let me share a bit more about what to expect today. The 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship was designed to equip impact-driven local leaders with the skills and resources to apply AI and technology in solving their communities' most pressing challenges. We provided fellows with award-winning training, dedicated mentorship from industry professionals, financial resources, and access to a powerful global network, all designed to help scale solutions that create lasting social, economic, and environmental impact in the data center communities. To set the stage for today's celebration, it is my honor to invite Eric Glustrom, Watson Institute's founder and CEO, to the stage to share a special message with the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellows. Recognized as an Ashoka Fellow, Echo and Green Fellow, and one of Forbes 30 Under 30 social entrepreneurs, Eric's work is driven by a simple belief: to solve the toughest challenges facing humanity, the place to start is within the hearts and minds of the next generation. Eric, over to you.
Welcome to the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship Summit, and congratulations to each of the graduating fellows. Thank you all for being here. My name is Eric Glustrom, and I'm the CEO and founder of Watson Institute. We firmly believe in the power of local leaders to solve the toughest challenges facing their communities. The Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship is built on the belief that these local leaders have lived expertise of the challenges that their data center communities are working to solve. They know them better than anyone else, and their intimate understanding of their community is their superpower. The fellowship leverages everything that Google uniquely brings to the table, plus Watson Institute's proven model, track record, and global network that has been built and refined since 2013 to accelerate the impact of the fellows. Collectively, the Google Data Center Community AI Fellows have now raised over $39.6 million in capital, reinvesting those funds back into their communities. They've created over 385 paid jobs. They've now supported over 8,250 people to advance their career pathways. And they've trained over 5,550 individuals in critical AI skills. Collectively, the fellows have now impacted over 193,000 lives across their data center communities. The fellows are just beginning their journey. After Summit, they'll become alumni, and they join a network of over 6,000 global entrepreneurs and community leaders worldwide who have raised now over $190 million in capital and created over 2,300 paid jobs, while positively impacting over 11 million people globally. That's the power of the Watson Institute Alumni Network that the Google Data Center Community AI Fellows are about to join. Today at Summit, it's a chance to celebrate the fellows and the impact that they are driving forward across their communities. Let's listen, learn, connect, and be inspired by the fellows. Evie, I'll turn the mic back to you.
Thank you so much, Eric, for those inspiring words. Now, to take us from the vision of the program to the incredible results we're about to see, please welcome Eric Gavin, Program Lead at Watson Institute, who will share a few words about the fellowship journey.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Gavin, and I was the program lead for the Google Data Center AI Fellowship. And what an amazing fellowship it was last year. It's crazy. It's already 2026. First and foremost, I want to say to the entire cohort, thank you for not only giving your time, but also giving your energy and your attention. I know this journey is one that is not just straightforward. It's a winding journey, but you guys really leaned into each other through this process. And that's what I took away most from this cohort, how much you guys leaned into not only the process, but leaned into each other to help build upon each other, whether that was technical skills that you learned from the preceptors and then iterated on them with each other, whether that was deep understandings about how people interact with each other so you could build better teams, or how you guys came together in order to be able to present the ideas, concepts, problems, and core business that you guys were offering to your communities that you are building with. And you guys are suited for impact. Each and every one of you has a strong purpose in terms of what you guys are trying to accomplish. And I'm excited to see where things go from here. Remember, this is a community, and this is only a launching pad for you and your businesses as you continue to go forward. And I want to reflect on one key moment that was really special to me when we were reflecting on the program as a whole towards the end, where you guys were so thoughtful in bringing not only the challenges that you had for how we could improve the program, but then also how you guys said how deeply impacted you were from your communities through customer discovery. Your communities had a lot to say. And when you guys came back to session and said, hey, I learned this from talking to these customers, and it validated what I felt. It validated the work that I've been doing. It really filled me. It really gave me more and more energy every single week. So continue to do that discovery, continue to connect with your community, and don't forget to continue to connect with us. I am always available. The Watson team is always available, and we love to hear your stories as you continue on. Thank you so much for your time, and excited to see where things go from here. Have a wonderful summit, and have a wonderful start to 2026.
Thank you, Eric, for that wonderful reflection and for all that you do to champion the Google Data Center Community AI Fellows throughout the course of the program and beyond. Now, over the next hour and a half, you'll hear from a selection of the remarkable 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellows, sharing how they're using AI and technology in meaningful ways. As you listen, consider what resonates with your own context and how these approaches might spark ideas, partnerships, or small changes that can ripple through your own work and community. Our first round of pitches features fellows creating a lasting impact in Berkeley County, South Carolina. First up is Sonia Gilliard. Sonia is the founder and executive director of Ignite Tech Impact and Ignite Tech Youth, based in her data center community of Berkeley County, South Carolina. She is building community-rooted STEAM education programs and local tech ecosystems that expand access to emerging technologies. She's leveraging AI for good in her data center community by equipping students, young adults, and families with practical skills in AI, coding, and digital literacy to drive equity and economic mobility. Sonia, take it away.
When the dismissal bell rings at our local middle school, students scatter, some with no safe, structured, enriching place to go. In northern Berkeley County, 78% of students have no access to a safe, structured after-school program. There are no local upskill training options for adults and no meeting spaces. All examples of the access and infrastructure crisis that exists. The existing spaces have structural constraints. Schools, for example, have restricted times and days of use for external programming, blocked access to key tech websites, and recurring facility costs. Churches and local businesses have limited or no internet at all, unsuitable for robotics, AI, or workforce training. The result? Overall, the low-country economy accelerates. This community is left behind, fueling underemployment, stalled innovation, increased safety risks, and long-term economic leakage. We have proven demand, but nowhere to scale. Through Ignite Tech Youth, our STEAM programs have grown over 25% each year, with waiting lists for every program offered. For example, our flagship Tech Summer Camp turned an on-the-spot drawing challenge with a guest speaker into a paid vendor opportunity that led one of our campers to becoming a published illustrator just last month. Our Teens Teach Tech program connects generations, where high schoolers help seniors navigate their digital devices and help them stay safe online. Our Learn and Earn student concession stand program turned local bingo nights into business labs. In July 2025, we began a highly impactful North Berkeley Summit series and North Berkeley Innovation Summit during our base camp in January 2026. There's no dedicated tech-enabled space in the community to support our sustained growth. I'm Sonia Gilliard, founder of Ignite Tech Impact and Ignite Tech Youth. We're closing that gap by launching the North Berkeley Innovation Center, a permanent community-based center where adults, youth, and entrepreneurs can learn, build, and thrive right at home. It's safe, structured after-school programming during high-risk hours. It's reliable internet and flexible access for robotics, AI, coding, and digital learning. Consistent practice space for competitive robotics, regardless of school schedules or closures. On-site adult workforce training and credentialing, meeting, collaboration, and training spaces for entrepreneurs and small businesses. It's more than just a building. It's the heartbeat of rural innovation and community pride. Momentum's on our side. With rural innovation, broadband expansion, and workforce development are top state and national priorities. As more people flee urban centers and rural communities learn to launch AI-powered businesses and upskill for high-paying remote and hybrid jobs, the communities with the right infrastructure will capture talent, investment, and long-term economic growth. Now is the time to invest in this location where the most impact will be felt by the community for decades to come. This innovation center blends purpose with profit. Most of the revenue will come from workforce partnerships, skating and event rentals, concession stands, and vendor locations. By year 3, reaching 60% self-sufficiency. We're projecting to serve roughly 3,000 individuals annually, projecting youth programming, training adults, and engaging entrepreneurs, all ready to grow with opportunity in their hometown. Our team brings national and international innovation expertise and deep local roots from educators within the Berkeley County School District, social workers, and strategists, backed by partners like the school district and local economic development leaders. But what makes us different? Unlike the resource hubs in the region, the North Berkeley Innovation Center merges youth enrichment, emerging technology training, workforce development, entrepreneurship, and recreation all under one roof. Join the movement. We're seeking $3 million in funding and strategic partnerships to create and sustain the North Berkeley Innovation Center. We're igniting a movement that turns potential into progress for generations to come. Together, we'll make North Berkeley not just a place to live, but a place to thrive, innovate, and build the future. Thank you for your time and attention. I'm Sonia with Ignite Tech Impact.
Thank you, Sonia. Next, I'm excited to introduce you to Dr. Lily Wright. Dr. Lily is the founder and CEO of the PhD Playbook, based in her data center community of Berkeley County, South Carolina. She is building a career and leadership development venture that has helped over 200 STEM graduate students and professionals reach their goals faster, healthier, and wealthier. She is leveraging AI for good in her data center community through an AI-mediated mentoring platform trained on real PhD journeys that provide immediate support and connects users with human mentors and a broader community. Dr. Lilly, you have the floor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lily Wright, founder of the PhD Playbook. I remember sitting in my lab at 2 a.m., completely burnt out, wondering if I had made a terrible mistake. I had the credentials, I had the publications, but I still felt completely lost. As a biomedical scientist with over 20 years of experience, I watched brilliant colleagues simply quit and disappear from STEM, not because they weren't talented, but because no one taught us how to navigate what comes next. Right now, over 200,000 scholars face the same crisis, and up to 51% of them are going to drop out of their doctoral program each year due to toxic environments, burnout, and lack of support. And each collective abandoned PhD actually translates to close to $30 billion lost in disinvestment. And it's not just about the funding. We are losing people. We are losing the talented cancer researcher on the brink of the next breakthrough. We're losing the environmental scientist who might be coming up with the next great climate control or climate change mitigation. And we're also potentially losing the next great innovator. And the saddest part, or the most heartbreaking part, is most of them just needed a little bit of guidance along the way. The PhD Playbook is the mentor I wish I had, the clarity that I long for, and the community that I desperately needed. So no scholar faces the 2 a.m. crisis alone. We are a digital ecosystem helping brilliant minds through providing mentorship, shifting mindsets, and developing strategies to help them reach their goals and improve their outcomes faster, healthier, and wealthier. We're also really excited because we're building an AI-mediated mentoring platform that can provide personalized guidance 24/7. This isn't about replacing human connection, but rather amplifying it. Our AI, which is trained on real PhD journeys, provides immediate support while connecting users to human mentors and community. Think of it like a wise mentor or a wise advisor in your back pocket, ready at every crossroads. With over 2 million potential users across different universities, we would like to tap into this $4 billion industry. How do we do this? Well, our business model is very simple. We offer coaching, we offer university partnerships, and we're also, as mentioned, developing an AI software as a service through our integrated coaching platform. We're really excited about the momentum and the traction that we've made so far. Myself, as a very proud member of the Watson Institute, as a fellow of the Google AI Community Data Center, we've also been able to partner with some amazing organizations across the state of South Carolina and some amazing universities to help beta test our innovations. Specifically in Berkeley County, we're really excited that we've helped 2 doctoral students, 4 postdocs, over 40 high school students and college students, and most recently we hosted a Low Country STEM Summit with over 75 attendees to help support the STEM attrition and reduce that for our local communities. There's a lot of great opportunities and competitors out there, but you can clearly see that the PhD Playbook stands out with its customized and personalized coaching mechanisms and soon to be our innovative AI platform. Our team is comprised of some phenomenal individuals. We've got Byron Wright and Dr. Angel Harris, who help with our technology innovations as well as our instructional design. So we're seeking $500,000 to support our tech, our marketing, expansion, and evaluation. And also as important, we're seeking partnerships and participation from universities, professionals, and scholars. And we aim to attract and support over 10,000 scholars over the next 1 to 3 years. So please connect with us and help us transform 10,000 careers and unlock billions in innovation. I'm Dr. Lily Wright, and this is the PhD Playbook. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lily. And now I'd like to introduce you to Katie Stagliano. Katie is the founder and chief executive gardener of Katie's Crops, based in her data center community of Berkeley County, South Carolina. She is building a youth-based movement to end hunger through community gardens and garden-to-table meals. Katie's Crops and its youth growers have donated more than 900,000 pounds of fresh produce, served over 130,000 meals, and empowered 19,000 youth to join the fight against hunger. She is leveraging AI for good in her data center community by using technology to streamline operations, track better outcomes, engage more youth and partners, and amplify her reach. Katie, the mic is yours.
When I was in the 3rd grade, 3 tiny green leaves nestled in a peat pot changed my life forever. That small seedling grew into a 40-pound cabbage and introduced me to my life's mission, fighting to end hunger. What started as a tiny cabbage seedling grew into something that nurtured and fed an entire community. Today, hunger affects more than 2.3 billion people worldwide, and food insecurity remains a daily reality for far too many families. While this issue is vast, I believe one of the most sustainable solutions lies in empowering young people to be a part of the answer. My name is Katie Stagliano, and I'm the founder and chief executive gardener of Katie's Crops, a nonprofit organization that empowers youth to grow a healthy end to hunger while learning to be leaders, changemakers, and good stewards of the earth. For the past 17 years, we have been rooted in one simple belief. When youth are given the tools, trust, and support to lead, their impact is truly extraordinary. Since 2008, Katie's Crops has engaged more than 19,000 young people, empowering them to grow and donate over 900,000 pounds of fresh produce to neighbors in need. These young growers cultivate gardens ranging from small backyard plots to multi-acre spaces, but the impact extends far beyond food. They gain confidence, leadership skills, and a lifelong commitment to service. Our work is deeply rooted in Berkeley County, South Carolina, which is home of our Google data center community. Our Katie's Crops flagship garden serves as a hub for hands-on learning, community engagement, and innovation. Volunteers of all ages can participate in growing food, learning sustainable practices, and connecting with the neighbors they serve. The produce grown in our gardens is donated to food pantries, soup kitchens, and directly to families in need. It is also used for the monthly Katie's Crops dinners, where we take the impact full circle, from garden to table. Over the past 15 years, we have prepared and served over 130,000 meals, along with distributing milk, fresh bread, and groceries. These dinners are not just about nourishment. They're about dignity, connection, and showing young people the tangible results of their hard work. As we grow, we are intentionally leveraging technology and AI to strengthen and scale our impact. We currently use tools like ChatGPT to support content development, volunteer communication, and program planning. And we use Constant Contact to engage and retain volunteers, donors, and community partners more effectively. We are focused on using technology to streamline operations, better track outcomes, engage more youth and partners, and amplify our reach, allowing our small team to do more without losing the heart of our mission. Sustainability is central to everything we do, not only in how we grow food, but in how we invest in young leaders. We continue to support our youth growers year after year, ensuring they have the resources, mentorship, and tools needed to deepen their impact within their own communities. Katie's Crops exists to be a part of the solution to hunger, while empowering the next generation of farmers, philanthropists, and changemakers. Together, we can sow the seeds of change and grow a healthy end to hunger, one heartfelt harvest at a time. Your support and generosity make it possible for individuals and families to gain access to fresh produce and healthy meals, and youth to understand the power that they have to change the world.
Thank you, Katie. We'll now hear from Google Data Center Community AI Fellows impacting their data center communities in Europe. First, meet Gürksel Gürsel. Gürksel is the founder and humanity-centered designer of SOGLab, based in his data center community of London, United Kingdom. He is building humanity-centered innovation frameworks and transformative learning experiences. And he's leveraging AI for good in his data center community by advancing ethical, creative, and wisdom-driven approaches to emerging technology through humanizing creativity. Gürksel, the floor is yours.
What is the saddest aspect of life right now? Isaac Asimov, the father of AI ethics, once said, "Science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom." Today, we create artificial intelligence with human creativity. Yet that same creativity also fuels conflict, climate crisis, and social unrest. Here is the paradox. How can the same creativity that builds intelligent machines fail to build wiser humans? Is there a problem with creativity? The problem with creativity starts in schools and continues into adulthood. According to recent research, most students struggle with creative problem solving. 1 in 5 adults lack basic problem solving skills, and 63% of employers see missing skills as the biggest barrier. But this is not just a static problem, it is accelerating every day with AI. AI is evolving at unprecedented speed. According to research, 60% of students become faster thinkers, but less original. AI use reduces brain activity linked to creativity. If traditional education struggles today, how will it survive tomorrow in a world where AI learns faster than we do? Hi, my name is Gaksak, and as a humanity-centered designer, I discovered that the problem with creativity is its missing ethical foundation. This is why I built SOGLab, an award-winning learning design studio dedicated to transforming young people from passive learners into wise changemakers. SOGLab's mission is humanizing creativity, helping young people not only think critically, but also act ethically and design responsibly in a world shaped by AI and complexity. Having that mission is not enough. We needed a practical way to teach and practice it. That's why we developed an award-winning mindset. We design learning solutions to cultivate a unique creative wisdom mindset, a blend of philosophy, design, and innovation translated into practical learning frameworks. Increase meaningful community engagement through experiential philosophy, improve creative problem-solving outcomes, align 21st century skills with future careers. Between educational institutions, companies, and governments, SOGLab acts as a strategic partner, helping them close the skills gap, elevate learning quality, and align their missions with the global agendas and frameworks. In partnership with British Petroleum, our 17 community education projects, reaching thousands of students around the pipeline neighborhoods, earned the prestigious Communitas Awards for leadership in community service. Our Royal Society of Arts partnership in central London transformed young RSA fellows into pioneers of ethical AI who create responsible solutions. We designed the UK's very first responsible AI e-learning module for the TV and film production industry to guide bigger studios such as Netflix and Amazon. We provide specialized learning solutions to impact-driven organizations. The UK's human-centered learning market alone is valued at £762 million with a 15% annual growth rate. Our service-based model ensures high profitability, supported by long-term funding via research grants in partnership with United Kingdom-based institutions. Our team brings over 15 years of combined experience influencing national policy and working with global institutions like Royal Society of Arts, UNICEF, and UN. This expertise ensures SOGLab's programs are not only innovative, but credibly aligned with global best practices, giving institutions measurable results. Creativity has been humanity's superpower for millennia, yet without ethics, it has become our greatest threat. Building division and weapons, the world urgently needs a new education that cultivates humans who synthesize knowledge with wisdom. We are seeking strategic partners to rapidly scale our proven models, especially across locations around Google data centers, and maximize positive community impact. Don't just witness, change it, lead it, and be part of the mission of humanizing creativity.
Thank you, Gürksel. I'd now like to introduce you to Harsh Manek. Harsh is the founder of Happiness Games, based in his data center community of Hamina, Finland. He is building brain-boosting, hyper-casual games that accelerate language and skills learning. And leveraging AI for good in his data center community through an AI-augmented development process that accelerated back-end coding, streamlined debugging, and shortened the product roadmap by combining AI insights with his team's expertise. Harsh, over to you.
I'm Harsh, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a company I founded, Happiness Games, and its first game, Scram. The QR code on the top right is basically going to lead you to our website, to our social media, and also the download link on the Google App Store for the game. Let's dive right into what the company is all about. It was founded in 2025 in Finland, and the aim was to create hyper-casual, social, brain-boosting games. Our first game, Scram, is going to be launched very soon. Who's the team behind the company? It's me, Harsh, and my business partner, Marco. I was a risk analyst in the past, and Marco is a game developer. Both of us are alumni of Zamk University in Finland. What traction have we gotten so far? Scram started as a board game, and the app is going to be launched very soon, all in a time period of about a year. We won Zamk University's Startup Fund Award twice this year, once in February and once in October. We received some funding from the Savonlinna city government over here in Finland, some funding from Savonlinna Draft organization, and also some funding from Battery Entrepreneurship Society as well. The company was formed in May 2025, and we also got selected for Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship, powered by Watsonist. How did we use AI? Using AI basically gave us a lot of traction because it helped speed things up with our backend code and also with debugging. Combining AI's output with our own knowledge really helped reduce our development roadmap to quite a very short period of time. Our impact and community activities in Kotka-Hamina region are also multifold. We participated in Game Track, a game-focused event in Kotka, where we demoed the game. We organized Google Watson's Basecamp in Kotka. We teamed up with Battery Entrepreneurship Society's mentor, basically for our go-to-market strategy, and who may also jump in as investors with other investors in Finland. What pain points did we see for the game? Scram is a word game, and as you may already know, word games are slow, they're complex, there are too many ads, and they're not for everyone, not for people from all backgrounds, not for people from all skill levels. What's the solution? It's Scram. Scram, imagine speed chess meeting wordplay. It's a fast-paced game with 1 to 3 minute game rounds. It's optimized for hyper-casual, on-the-go fun. We are in the very final stages of our development, only with the front end now basically being remaining. And let's talk a bit about business and how we intend to take things further. The global market gaming business is about $157 billion market size with 2.4 billion players estimated to be by 2029. The word game niche is about $3.2 billion, and we intend to only target less than 1% in 2 years. That is $18 to $25 million of serviceable addressable market. It's a pretty achievable target. And word games have always been popular. What's our monetization strategy? We intend to have a freemium gameplay app. So basically, players will pay to get rid of ads. We'll have some brand collaborations, some subscription and licensed versions. We have already received some offers in that direction. It can be scalable to any Latin script language. So our first version is going to be for English and Finnish. We are going to be targeting $18 to $25 million annual revenues. In 2 years' time, we are going to be having online and offline tournaments. And we basically will have board game and app game revenues. And the Finnish and English versions are going to be the first versions to be launched. What's a go-to-market strategy? It's going to be events, game clubs, visits to hostels, on a road trip across EU, Australia, Canada, and the United States. What we seek partnerships with e-tailers, distributors, educational institutes, publishing partners, distribution partners, and retail partners. This is what we seek if you want to join us as our partner. Thank you for playing, and thank you for listening and for your time. The QR code is right on top. Until next time, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Harsh. Before we continue to the rest of the pitches, I want to pause to spotlight another powerful element of the Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship experience: Basecamps. Basecamps are an element of the program in which fellows are encouraged and equipped to hold a meaningful community-focused event within their data center community. To share more about this work and its vast impact, please welcome Mary Campbell, our Senior Events Manager here at Watson Institute. Mary, we're so excited to hear more about these incredible Basecamp events that occurred throughout the course of the program. Take it away.
Thank you, and welcome to today's Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship Summit. We are so glad that you joined us today. My name is Mary Campbell, and I am the Senior Events Manager at Watson Institute. As part of this fellowship, every founder is challenged to host a meaningful community impact event. While this is certainly an ambitious task, especially since many of the fellows are simultaneously working full-time jobs, raising children, and building their ventures, they have executed these events with grace and enthusiasm. These events are what we at Watson Institute call a base camp. A base camp is a powerful 1 to 3 day experience that's designed to showcase the fellows' work and to mobilize their local communities. These individuals leveraged these events by incorporating AI and technology to create lasting social, economic, and environmental impact in the data center communities that they call home. While each base camp certainly looks a little different, they all are focusing on creating space for authentic connection, meaningful conversations, and forward momentum, helping to bring big ideas around AI innovation to their communities. Despite the typical event planning challenges, these local leaders approached their event execution with tenacity. For them, it was not just a program requirement, but a critical chance to make a real difference to their communities. Today, I'm excited to highlight just how meaningful these efforts have been. So, looking at the numbers this fall alone, the Google Data Center Community AI Fellows have dedicated an average of 50 additional hours outside of their regular sessions to planning and hosting these base camps. In total, this cohort is projected to impact well over 2,000 unique individuals through these events. That's big impact. We're seeing the ripple effects of these base camps grow stronger every day, changing lives one conversation and event at a time. One fellow, Denise Smith, who held her event titled AI Fueled Profits Live, stated, "The Basecamp cultivated a supportive ecosystem where attendees were networking, shared wins, and built business partnerships. The AI consultant panel testimonials inspired real-world applications, with many of the attendees immediately scheduling calls with local school districts and businesses post-event." So, to all of the fellows, thank you. Thank you for trusting our team at Watson Institute to help guide you on this journey. Thank you for the extremely long hours that you spent planning, developing, and pivoting. We know that this was not easy, but you accomplished something that was beyond meaningful for your community, and we are so proud. Most of all, thank you for trusting us through the process. Your dedication to creating this Basecamp is what fostered such impactful and authentic connections. We are proud of the work that you're doing, and we at Watson Institute cannot wait to see what you do next.
Thank you for those incredible insights and impact awareness, Mary. This impact wouldn't be possible without the incredible support of our partners. To share more about our partners that make this fellowship possible, please join me in welcoming Ariana Agambar, our Vice President of Strategic Partnerships here at Watson Institute. Ariana, take it away.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the warm introduction, Evie. I wanted to start today by saying thank you to each of this year's Google Data Center Community AI Fellows who have so eloquently shared their stories of impact, and to each of you in the audience joining us today to celebrate the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellows as they embark on the next step of their entrepreneurial journeys and continue to leverage AI and technology for good. Speaking on behalf of myself and my entire team here at Watson Institute, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to listen and tune in to today's summit. One of the most meaningful parts of my role on the strategic partnerships team here at Watson Institute is working hand in hand with our partners to ensure that the fellowships we power on their behalf align with the company's strategic impact and employee engagement goals. This alignment helps ensure and create robust pathways for the fellows to engage with their corporate sponsors. This is why I'm so honored and grateful to have the opportunity today to say thank you to our partners at Google who have made this fellowship possible. Thank you to our incredible partners on Google's Economic and Community Development team. This includes Utaqua Allen, Debbie Thomas, Jess Foreman, Anna Smothers, Tiff McCree, and so many others who have made the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship and its impact possible. We are deeply grateful for your steadfast belief in the fellows and their community solutions. Your generous support has equipped each of the fellows you've heard from today with the intensive training, dedicated mentorship, and resources that they've needed to scale their community solutions and support thousands of earlier stage entrepreneurial leaders and community members through what we refer to as base camps. Now, as Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship alumni, the fellows will continue to receive connections to a powerful global network and long-term sustainable alumni support as they continue on their journeys to scale their impact. Thank you again to our partners at Google and to everyone here today for tuning in. With that, I'll pass the mic back over to Effie.
Thank you, Ariana. We'll now take a brief intermission. During this time, you'll get to see some of the incredible work the Google Data Center Community AI Fellows have been doing through their base camps. When we return, you'll hear from Cynthia Campos, Events Coordinator at Watson Institute, who will guide us through the next two sets of powerful pitches.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope you were able to smile at the heartwarming interactions and impact you witnessed during the break. In just a moment, you'll hear pitches by Google Data Center Community AI Fellows impacting Nebraska and Iowa. Kicking us off is Ahmed Ismail. Ahmed is the founder of XYZ Consulting, based in his data center community of Council Bluffs, Iowa. He's building custom software solutions and minimum viable products that help innovators move from concept to commercialization and leveraging AI for good in his data center community by expanding access to technology and technical knowledge for researchers, educators, and underrepresented innovators. Ahmed, take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmed, and I'm the founder and CEO of XYZ Consulting. Let me start with this. The world is not short on ideas. The real bottleneck is prototype execution. Now, you might be thinking, what about AI? AI is definitely lowering the barrier, but even with the rise of AI tools, engineering judgment and product execution are still the real bottlenecks. For many innovators, especially outside coastal tech hubs, getting something built remains the hardest step in turning research or a vision into impact. Having the same ingredients as a Michelin star chef doesn't make you one. There are around 28 to 29 million developers out of a global population of 8 billion, meaning less than 0.4% can code and have engineering judgment. Every year, thousands of innovators and researchers developing promising ideas and sometimes even patent them, but only a small amount is ever commercialized. According to the Association of University Technology Managers, total research expenditures grew to over $100 billion in 2023, and over 25,000 innovation disclosures were reported. However, only 714 led to the launch of a commercial product. That is less than 3%. Think of the amount of PhDs, postdocs, and even PIs who have amazing ideas that can be commercialized but are limited because they can't code and or lack resources. This is where XYZ Consulting comes in. We partner with public universities to increase the commercialization rate. We're a software consulting firm that turns early stage ideas into working prototypes and MVPs so innovators can get on the road to commercialization. Think of us as the bridge between ideas and execution. We operate on a B2B project-based model. Clients pay for prototype development and or monthly retainers for continuous engineering support. And we're already executing this model. We've secured a year-long paid contract with the university to build MVPs and prototypes for faculty and researchers by helping them commercialize their work. These prototypes directly support the university's goals of increasing research commercialization. Beyond that, we're in talks with a Series A startup on its AI implementation strategy, as well as we're working with a renewable energy developer to help them leverage AI for market intelligence and partnerships. Our sustainability comes from repeat university contracts, referral-based startup clients, and our growing presence in the Midwest innovation ecosystem, which is often underserved by traditional tech firms. IT consulting is valued at $27 billion, and within that is the custom software development market, which is valued at $10.7 billion. This market is forecasted to grow at 18.5% compound annual growth rate and reach nearly $30 billion by 2030. By targeting university innovation programs and early stage startups in the Midwest, we estimate a serviceable obtainable market of 10.5 million. We're not chasing the entire IT consulting market, just the innovators who are ready to build. I bring a mix of technical depth and strategic leadership from software engineering to helping the National Society of Black Engineers deploy millions in capital through a strategic plan. I've also lobbied for national education, particularly the Gilman and the Fulbright programs, and conducted research for the U.S. Department of Energy. Lastly, I'm on an invite-only AI advisory board for a think tank called Hurtling Forward. And although XYZ is founder-led, I work with a network of experienced developers and consultants who scale with project demand. At XYZ Consulting, our mission is simple: to turn ideas into impact by helping innovators build smarter, faster, and better. We're currently looking to connect with more public universities, innovation offices, and startups that need help commercializing their ideas. If you know someone who fits the profile or would like to collaborate, then scan the QR code to connect with me. Let's build the future one prototype at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. Next, I'm excited to introduce you to Derek Gardles. Derek is the founder of Aqualytics, based in his data center community of Omaha, Nebraska. He's building a platform that enhances water system reliability while improving customer affordability and leveraging AI for good in his data center community by enabling demand-side water management strategies that reduce capital and operating costs across entire watersheds. Derek, you have the floor.
Hello, my name is Derek with Aqualytics from the Omaha, Nebraska data center community. Aqualytics is an AI-powered demand optimization platform aimed at reducing peak water usage and infrastructure costs for water utilities. So, you may ask, why do we need to worry about peak water demands? The reason is that it's very expensive to meet these peak demands, and this impacts everyone's water bill. Water utilities have to meet that demand instantaneously, 24/7. And moving water is very heavy and it's energy intensive. Synchronized usage drives peak demands that are 7 to 10 times higher than the average water demands in a given time. For some utilities, this problem exceeds 70 to 80 million, as is the case with some utilities in the Midwest. I founded Aqualytics to tackle that problem. One of the core insights was that we could solve much of the problem without much impact to customers at all. We are only influencing one type of demand, landscape irrigation. First, we use machine learning models to predict when peak demand will hit. Second, we pull in all watering schedules from multiple vendors into a common schedule through public APIs. Then we optimize watering schedules by shifting non-essential outdoor watering to off-peak hours without compromising lawns or landscapes. This isn't just a niche problem, and this isn't just the Midwest. The United States has over 50,000 water utilities, and many are facing growth pressures, rising energy costs, and climate-driven variability. We estimate the addressable market for demand-side management solutions at over 100 million annually. Our initial target market is in geographies with significant landscape irrigation demands and that are growing. In particular, we are interested in serving communities that have existing data center operations, and we'll get to that point later on in the presentation. Utilities are responding. We have already signed and implemented paid pilot programs in the Midwest and in the Front Range of Colorado. And our local deployment in the Omaha data center community, we demonstrated the ability to move peak demands off of the peak hour on 50 devices, reducing the peak demand by 330 gallons per minute, which resulted in benefits that outweigh the cost by over 20 times. Think about that for just a minute. If you invest $1 in this particular pilot program, we're seeing as much as $20 in benefits for that investment. The pilot also showed strong customer participation. In fact, 72% of the folks that participated in this pilot were interested in participating next year without an additional incentive. These early results show that utilities can improve water system reliability without new concrete or steel, while saving customers utility bills at the same time. This is a powerful combination. We're in 3 states and we're looking to expand beyond those 3 states and the other data center communities. We have built an AI-managed demand optimization service for water utilities. Our cloud platform ingests utility data, predicts peaks, and orchestrates demand response events. To make it successful in each community, we have to deploy 4 deployed engineers who configure the platform and coordinate with the utility, similar in spirit to the approach that Palantir or other tech companies use with government clients. This allows us to adapt the solution to each utility's specific needs and build long-lasting relationships. Our team is driving the innovation. We have built an expert team to deliver these services. I spent 15 years at a top 6 engineering firm working directly with water utilities and building the network and insights that led to Aqualytics. I'm joined by Eric Benson, a landscape architect with a master's degree in GIS, and who will serve as Director of Geospatial Solutions and Strategic Partnerships. He's bridging the needs of the water user and the platform. Our machine learning and software development is led by Ben Cook, formerly a data scientist at Huddle, who brings advanced analytics and production-grade software expertise to the team. I would like to talk to all of you who are operating a large data center. We can partner to benefit everyone within the watershed that serves your data center. First, we generate significant water savings or water conservation benefits. Second, we can improve water affordability for all ratepayers. And there's much more. We can reduce energy consumption and water quality through greater chlorine residual. Please consider supporting a smart watering pilot in your community. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. And now, I'd like to introduce you to Kiosha Atwater. Kiosha is the founder of ReflectEd, based in her data center community of Omaha, Nebraska. She's building future-ready learning experiences grounded in metacognition and self-regulated learning and leveraging AI for good in her data center community by using human-centered AI to help students understand how they think, not just what they learn. Kiosha, the mic is yours.
Hello, I'm Kiosha, founder of Reflect Ed. For years, I watched curious students lose their spark, not because they lacked ability, but because no one taught them to think about their thinking. My doctoral research revealed the missing link, cognitive awareness. When students understand how they think, they learn deeper. That insight became Reflect Ed. Curiosity is fading. Students are disengaged. Teachers are overwhelmed. Learners are under challenge. Only 1 in 4 students can accurately assess their learning. We're raising a generation that consumes information instead of building understanding. When students fail to make meaning, they stop seeing themselves as capable thinkers. Reflection is where students first see themselves as a thinker. That's when confidence returns. Reflect Ed is a human first, AI enhanced learning ecosystem. Pathfinders use generative AI tools like Google's Gemini as a thinking partner in their learning. Using AI as a mirror, not a shortcut, they reflect on ideas, refine their thinking, and apply learning beyond the classroom. Curiosity becomes capability. Our work is grounded in 3 pillars: roots for foundational thinking skills, wings for reflection and creativity, bridges for community connection. Thinking becomes visible, learning becomes meaningful. Reflect Ed is actively supporting educators and learners in Omaha, Nebraska, our home data center community. We've co-designed with over 15 Pathfinders. 94% report thinking deeply about their learning. One ninth grader told us, "Now I use AI to think better, not just faster." That's what we're scaling. Most ed tech tools focus on speed or content. Reflect Ed focuses on thinking. We unite reflection, creativity, community, and human first AI in one ecosystem. We don't just deliver tools, we develop thinkers. Over the next 3 years, 1,000 learners are empowered, 100 educators will be equipped, 10 community partnerships will be sustained, a generation of reflective thinkers ready for what comes next. We're seeking $250,000 to scale Reflect Ed. 750 supports one Pathfinder, 5,000 equips educators, and 25,000 activates an entire community. This isn't just about education, it's about restoring curiosity and helping learners see themselves as capable thinkers. Reflect Ed, where thinking becomes visible.
Thank you, Kiosha. We'll now hear from Google Data Center Community AI Fellows impacting Loudoun County, Virginia. First, meet Taif Jani. Taif is the founder and CEO of Ziggurat, based in his data center community of Loudoun County, Virginia. He's building a refugee-owned consulting ecosystem that supports international students and addresses the U.S. STEM talent shortage. He's leveraging AI for good in his data center community through an AI-powered platform that matches students with mentors in their field, builds job-ready skills for the U.S. market, connects them to STEM career pathways aligned with their goals, and serves as a centralized hub for employers to discover diverse, high-potential candidates ready to fill critical STEM roles. Taif, take it away.
Hi, or as we say in Iraq, Shakumaku. I'm Taif Jani, founder and CEO of Ziggurat Global Talent, an AI-powered platform that aims to unlock the untapped STEM talent of international and immigrant students in Loudoun County and beyond. Before I tell you more about Ziggurat, I wanted to share the story behind it. I was born and raised in Baghdad, Iraq, and 17 years ago, I arrived in America as an international student after fleeing the Iraq War and living as a refugee in Syria. The journey wasn't easy. I was alone in a new culture, new system, and with absolutely no roadmap. Fast forward to today, I am now a US citizen, started a family, and I built a life I'm deeply grateful for. That journey taught me something really powerful. Access can completely transform someone's trajectory. And that's why I started Zigura, to make that access scalable. For over 15 years, I've worked at the intersection of immigration policy and economic opportunity. I've studied how international students strengthen the US economy by contributing over $55 billion annually and supporting more than 400,000 jobs. In Loudoun County, the story is local too, with over 21,000 international students contributing more than $800 million annually. Our economy thrives on global talent. Unfortunately, while international students bring tremendous value, the systems that attract, retain, and support them haven't kept pace. And we're really facing two interconnected challenges here. First, international students face deep barriers such as limited mentorship, complex visa rules, and cultural and language challenges that block early career growth. Second, the US is facing a growing STEM talent shortage. We now rank third globally, and nearly 500,000 STEM jobs go unfilled every year, a gap that is projected to grow to 1.4 million by 2030. So it's clear here that the problem isn't a lack of talent, it's a lack of access. And that's what Zigura is built to solve, by connecting global talent with local opportunity to strengthen the economic well-being of communities in and around Loudoun County. Using AI, Zigura helps students get matched with mentors in their field, build job-ready skills for US market, and access STEM career pathways aligned with their goals. For employers, Zigura serve as a centralized hub, a single place where they can discover diverse, high-potential candidates ready to fill critical STEM roles. And I want to pause here to talk a little bit about what truly sets Zigura apart, and that is our focus. There is no other platform that is built specifically for international and immigrant STEM students who are navigating immigration, cultural, and US job market. Zigura is built from lived experience, grounded in policy expertise, and designed around real need that often go unmet. And to bring this vision to life, I'm raising $500,000 in seed funding to build our MVP, hire a founding team, and launch our first pilot across the DMV region. I believe that Zigura is not just a startup, it's a movement that's built from direct lived experience of forced displacement and a simple conviction that when we unlock the potential of global talent, we don't just change individual lives, we strengthen the very fabric of America's future. Join me in this exciting opportunity and help me transform untapped STEM talent into unstoppable innovation for brighter, safer, and more sustainable future for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ty. I'd now like to introduce you to Blanca Ramirez. Blanca is the Executive Director of Loudoun Youth, Inc., based in her data center community of Loudoun County, Virginia. She is building youth empowerment and educational access initiatives and leveraging AI for good in her data center community through Aspire, an AI-powered adaptive learning ecosystem that provides 24/7 personalized mentorship, integrates financial literacy with career exploration, and supports students in building leadership, networking, and job-ready skills aligned with their individual goals. Blanca, the floor is yours.
Many teenagers can write essays on the Industrial Revolution, but have no idea how compound interest could help their own future. By the time they graduate, 73% of teens say they wish they'd been taught personal finance. Yet, only 24 states require personal finance education. We're sending millions of young people into adulthood with a diploma in one hand and financial business in the other. This gap shapes their entire trajectory: the college they can attend, the careers they can pursue, the dreams they can actually reach. Let's take Anya, a smart, hardworking student who wants to go to college. She borrowed, like most do, Today, she's part of the 45 million Americans carrying 1.7 trillion in student loan debt because no one taught her there was another way. Or Chase, creative, talented, full of potential. He knew what he loved, but he had no roadmap for turning passion into a paycheck. The problem isn't lack of ambition, it's a systemic absence of the financial and career literacy they desperately need. That's why we build Aspire, differently than anything else out there. Aspire is an intelligent adaptive learning ecosystem with an AI-powered mentor at its heart. Think of it as having a patient knowledge guide available 24 by 7, one that learns how each student thinks and adapts to their learning style. Here's how it works. Money management with AI intelligence. 21 lessons covering budgeting to invest. As a student progresses, our AI mentor recognizes where they're struggling and excelling. Confused about credit scores? The AI offers a different explanation, provides a real-world scenario tailored to the student's interests of breaking down into smaller steps. Career planning powered by personalization. As students explore careers through our select system, and AI asks questions, suggests related paths, and help them understand the financial reality of their dreams. Want to be a veterinary? The AI explores the education required, the debt to income ratio, alternative paths, and connects those insights back to the financial lessons. The Success Hub, networking, leadership, interview skills, enhanced by over 50 AI prompts. Students could ask things like, how do I negotiate my first salary? And receive practical guidance specific to their situation. The AI creates continuity. It remembers what the students care about. It connects dots between models and it turns passion into an active preparation. We launched it with 60 students across 3 London counties schools. 95% report feeling more confident managing their money. They told us they finally feel like someone was investing in their actual future. We also partner with 2 youth organizations and 1 financial literacy nonprofit. This early traction proves one thing: students want this and schools need it. Our approach is designed to last. Families invest well for lifetime access. A school can license Aspire for classroom integration, and financial institutions and businesses can sponsor access to underserved youth. The financial literacy market is exploding, and for a good reason, but we're not trying to reach everyone everywhere. We're starting with purpose and precision. Our goal is to reach 20% of Loudoun County's 65,000 teens by the end of 2028. That's reaching more than 50,000 families with a tool that could fundamentally change their trajectory. Our strategy is direct. Meet the students where they already are, online, in the schools, trusted youth programs, and most importantly, through their parents who want better for them than they had. I have spent 50 years leading youth development programs and empowering teams to believe in their potential. Travis, our developer, leads our AI architecture. As a Penn State business graduate, he lived the questions our students are asking. He built the system to feel more like a friend, not a textbook. Behind us are educators, financial experts, and our board of directors, ensuring every element serves our mission. We're seeking sponsors to provide free access to Aspire for underserved students. Your contribution ensures that every teenager, regardless of financial background, can learn critical financial and career skills, and you will be recognized as a partner in building their future. Your investment of $10,000 provides Aspire to 1,000 students, double that covers an entire school in Loudoun County. Your support will help us scale Aspire, enhance our AI mentor, and reach 10,000 students by the end of 2028. Every teenager has the capacity to build an extraordinary future. What they're missing isn't potential, it is the tools and personalized guidance to turn that potential into reality. Aspire provides an AI-powered mentor that never gets tired, never judges, and never gives up on them. Because when the students learn to aspire, then just imagine success, they achieve it.
Thank you, Blanca. I'll now pass the mic back to Evie to guide you through the last set of pitches and closing reflections.
Thank you, Cynthia. For our final group of pitches, you'll hear from Google Data Center Community AI Fellows impacting Austell, Georgia. First up, I'm excited for you to meet Denise Smith. Denise is the Chief Innovation Officer of AI Innovision, based in her data center community of Austell, Georgia. She is building hands-on AI certification programs that enable scalable, inclusive AI systems. Denise was named one of the 2024 100 Women to Know Across America by JP Morgan Chase and is leveraging AI for good in her data center community by teaching organizations to design and implement sustainable AI solutions that drive real operational and social impact. Denise, over to you.
Good day. My name is Denise Smith, Chief Innovation Officer of AI Innovision, and I am a 2025 Google Data Center AI Community Fellow based right here in Austell, Georgia. I want to tell you about a moment when I fell in love with AI. It was 2013. I got a call, build a chatbot for 200,000 employees, 152 countries, 10 languages, and I said yes. I assembled PhD level AI experts. We built it within IBM Watson, and that chatbot, her name was Goldie, is still running today, serving over 400,000 employees across 152 countries and 10 different languages. But here's what I learned. Technology isn't the bottleneck. People are, because they've been left out. Fast forward to today. The same problem is happening again, but at a massive scale. I get the calls. My company brought in AI and nobody knows what to do with it. I'm 50 years old and watching younger workers get promoted because they understand this. And here's what I tell them. You're not behind. You're being left out. That's a systems problem. Companies are buying AI tools, schools are integrating AI, workers are being handed technology with zero training. Platforms exist, plenty of them, but they're creating course takers, not change makers. AI Innovision is different. When Alicia and Lorette, the little sisters, called me to join AI Innovision, something clicked. Our mission: build a movement of AI transformation consultants who democratize this technology for everyone. Retrain real people, teachers, HR professionals, project managers, small business owners, people who know their community and are hungry to lead change. We certify them with CPD accredited credentials. Then we deploy them to transform schools, companies, and communities. And here's what's happening right here in Austell. Through my Google Data Center Community Fellowship, we're building the AI skills infrastructure in our own backyard. We're training residents, partnering with local schools, and ensuring that Google Data Center brings opportunity to our community. Our people are ready to lead, not just participate. The numbers prove it works. 53,000 plus people have joined our AI Marketing Summit, 1,700 currently enrolled in our AI consultant program, and we have over 750 certified professionals across 15 countries. Clients include the US Treasury, Cisco, Walmart, Georgia Tech, Morehouse College. We've just secured 3 major contracts, a multi-year partnership with a national tech association, a 6-figure K-12 district deal in California, and an enterprise transformation with a Fortune 500 facilities management company. But those contracts aren't the goal. The proof is the movement scales from Austell to the world. The AI skills gap is a $10 billion problem. 13,000 school districts, hundreds of thousands of companies, millions of workers who need to adapt or be left behind. Everyone's selling courses, tools, platforms. We're building the people who can actually implement the stuff. Because here's what's still true. Technology doesn't transform organizations, people do. You can buy the best AI in the world, but if your team doesn't know how to use it, if you don't have the internal champions who can make it stick, it won't work. That's what we're building, the human infrastructure for the AI transformation. So why us? Because we've been here before. I spent 20 years in industry at big companies like EY, Cox Automotive, Hewitt Associates. I'm a Spelman College grad, and I also went to Georgia Tech to get my MBA. I'm also a 2025 Google Data Center AI Community Fellow, and I'm also named one of the JP Morgan Chase 2024 100 Women to Know Across America. But more than that, I believe if you're building something new but leaving people out, you're not creating, you're just taking. This isn't just business, this is legacy work. And we're creating a movement where people don't just survive the AI revolution, they lead it. If you're a school district, company, or government agency, let us train your people, not just to use AI, but to become the champions who transform your entire organization. If you want to become an AI consultant and change lives, we'll train you, certify you, and deploy you. If you're an investor or a partner who believes AI should be for everyone, not just for the privileged few, help us scale this movement. Here's my vision. By 2030, we will have certified 100,000 AI transformation consultants. They will have transformed 1,000 school districts, 10,000 companies, and millions of lives. I've been preparing for this moment since 2013. We built a system that served over 400,000 employees across 152 countries. Now we're building a movement that starts in Austell and serves the world. When the history books talk about the AI revolution, they won't just talk about the technology. They'll talk about the people who made sure nobody got left behind. That's what we're building. That's the movement. Join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Denise. Next up, meet Kelly Harry. Kelly is the founder of the Proactive Penny, based in her data center community of Austell, Georgia. She is building a community-driven financial education platform that has reached over 300 students, with 82% setting their first savings goal and 97% reporting increased confidence in managing money. She is leveraging AI for good in her data center community through AI-powered financial guidance to personalize learning paths and model real-life financial decisions. Kelly, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly Harry, founder of the Proactive Penny. I live 10 minutes from Austell, Georgia, and I'm deeply connected to this community, not just professionally, but personally. Austell is home to the Google data center community, and it's also where I see every day how early financial education can change the trajectory of a young person's life. As a first-generation immigrant, I remember opening my first bank account in the US and realizing no one had ever taught me how credit worked, how to budget, or how to avoid financial traps. That lived experience navigating complex system without guidance is what led me to build the Proactive Penny. Across the US, students are graduating into adulthood financially unprepared. 72% of teens want financial education, yet only 22 states require it. 1 in 3 young adults enters debt collections before age 25. Financial literacy costs Americans $415 billion annually. In communities like Austell, where many families, first-generation immigrant or underserved, this gap is even wider. Cultural barriers, language barriers, and lack of trust in financial institutions compound the problem. This isn't just knowledge gap, it's a systems gap. The Proactive Penny is a proactive, community-integrated financial education platform designed to reach students before costly mistakes happen. We combine interactive workshops, gamified learning experiences, parent and school integration. Students learn through real-world simulations, paychecks, rent, credit, taxes, scholarships, scams, and buy now, pay later, not lectures. And most importantly, we are leveraging AI and technology to scale this impact. Over the next year, we are building an AI-powered financial guidance tool that would personalize learning paths, simulate financial decisions and outcomes, provide intelligent, age-appropriate financial guidance. This allows students to practice financial decision-making safely before the stakes are real. Since launch, we've trained 300 plus students with direct measurable impact in Austell, Georgia, where we actively operate and partner within the data center community. 97% of students say they wish they learned this earlier. 82% set their first ever savings goals immediately after our sessions. Teachers report a 40% increase in student confidence around money conversations. We are proud to be a Google Data Center Community AI Fellow, partnered with Junior Achievement of Georgia, and actively collaborating with schools and community organizations across Georgia as well as New York. Our impact starts locally in Austell and scales outward. There are 50 million K through 12 students in the US. Over 8 million come from first generation or immigrant households, the students most vulnerable to debt traps and predatory financial products. Reaching even 1% of this market, about 150,000 students, represents tens of millions of dollars redirected from debt into savings. Generational impact on financial stability as well. The demand is already here. Schools and foundations are actively seeking turnkey, culturally relevant, tech-enabled solutions. What makes the proactive penny different? We are proactive. We teach before mistakes happen. We're gamified. Learning is engaging, not just intimidating. We're culturally relevant. We build for immigrant and underserved families. Community integrated, parents, schools, as well as mentors reinforce the learning that we teach. And at the center is lived experiences. I've shared my journey from immigrant to financial educator across CNBC, Yahoo Business, Today.com, and more, combining personal insight with strategic execution. Our model is designed for scale and sustainability. School and district contracts, corporate sponsorships under CRA initiatives, digital subscriptions to our AI-enabled learning platform. This creates a self-reinforcing ecosystem that benefits students, schools, sponsors, and communities, including Austell. We are now seeking partners to help us reach our first 10,000 students. If you're an educator, bring the proactive penny to your classrooms. If you're a sponsor or investor, help underwrite access to underserved zip codes. If you care about community-driven AI-enabled impact, let's collaborate. Financial freedom shouldn't be a privilege. It should be a basic skill taught early, practiced safely, and powered by technology for scale. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Our final pitch of the day is by Shayna Sanders. Shayna is the founder and CEO of We Create Tech, based in her data center community of Austell, Georgia. She is building culturally responsive STEAM education programs that close the opportunity divide and leveraging AI for good in her data center community by preparing students from underrepresented communities for real-world technology careers. Shayna, take it away.
What if you could rewrite the algorithm of access to tech careers? Hello, my name is Shayna Sanders. I am founder of We Create Tech and 2025 Woman of the Year by Women in Technology. I'm a first-generation college graduate from East Cleveland, Ohio, where the current per capita income is just $23,000. Later, after I went to college and gained some skills in the industry, I became a public school teacher in Title I schools. And I saw the same pattern repeat. Brilliant students with big ideas, but no access to extensive tech education, mentors, or networks. We Create Tech was born out of a need to help underrepresented students ages 13 to 24 access tech careers through mentorship, certification, and immersive learning. We deliver 3-time higher placement rates. And the best way to describe us is LinkedIn Learning meets Boys and Girls Club for underrepresented tech talent. We've served over 1,100 students with partners like Microsoft and Best Buy. And in October, we launched our TechRise app with about 148 users in 30 days with zero marketing spend. The problem is not potential, it's access. Less than 8% of tech jobs are held by Black and Brown professionals. 7,000 schools lack computer science teachers, and 40% of students don't even know about the tech careers that exist. Coding boot camps cost too much. School counselors are overwhelmed. But we changed that narrative by offering low to no cost access to our platforms, career track ongoing support, and culturally relevant industry-backed support. We have a tech-enabled ecosystem with gamified modules, community programs, and direct enrollment into our TechRise program. Our TechRise program provides wraparound support for students, and we offer one-to-one advising, internships, certifications, and we track outcomes from exploration to placement. These apps are currently available on Google Play and Apple. Students that have attended our events give amazing testimonials about their experiences. Like Southern said, it was truly one of the best days of my life, and that's why we totally exist. We're also building an immersive lab and VR world with play-based STEAM modules. It's designed for schools, community centers, and homeschool families. Students explore coding, AI, music tech, and digital media through play on PC or VR headsets. It's flexible for any environment and subscription-based for educators and organizations. This is just a few of our partners. And we're addressing a 5 billion market. 10 million underrepresented students exist. Our focus is the 400 million Title I market. If we just capture 5% of that market, that would be about 600,000 students and 30 million in revenue. Here are some students that we've served. Jasmine works at Delta. Oshima manages video conferencing at a hedge fund, and Southern landed a government internship in 1 month of joining our program. We've seen 271% Coursera growth in 90 days. We provide continuous wraparound support with culturally responsive experiences and measurable outcomes. We're impossible to replicate because we provide end-to-end tracking, exclusive Coursera and CompTIA partnerships, and lived experiences. We create tech. We are who we serve. Students pay $0. Organizations pay $30,000 to $107,000 per year. Best Buy paid us $24,900, and our customer acquisition cost was $1,000. That's a 25-to-1 ratio, and the industry standard is 3-to-1. Our TechRise Premium will launch in 2026 at $9.99 per month. We hope to break even within 5 to 7 years and gain acquisition from a company like LinkedIn or Coursera within the $50 to $150 million range. I cannot do this alone. We have an exceptional team from Microsoft, GitHub, and Georgia Tech students, and also students that have recently graduated with a focus on VR development and STEAM. We're raising $750,000 to scale from 1,000 to 5,000 students served by 2027, reaching 1.5 million in revenue and achieving a break even. This will fund our team, TechRise version 2.0, our VR world launch, and scholarships for 5,000 students. By 2027, we'll serve 5,000 students, hit 1.2 million in ARR, and be positioned for a Series A. At We Create Tech, we're not choosing between impact and revenue. We're building both. We're rewriting the algorithm of access one student at a time. Would you please join us? Thank you.
Thank you, Shayna, and thank you to all of the incredible Google Data Center Community AI Fellows. You have reached the summit. We know you faced challenges, successes, hurdles, and more throughout the course of this program, learning how to pivot, rethink, and challenge yourself in ways you might not have ever thought possible. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for trusting the process, for making connections with others in your cohort, and for championing the data center communities you call home. Before we close, I would like to introduce a visionary leader who has played a pivotal role in shaping the success of the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship to bring our audience together as we wrap up today. As the Vice President of Programs at Watson Institute, Dwayne Griffith leads the program implementation team with a commitment to the highest level of programmatic quality and impact. Dwayne, thank you so much for joining us today. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Evie, for that introduction. and for your incredible leadership throughout this entire summit process. Google Data Center Community AI Fellows. As we reach the end of these 4 months, I want you to take a moment with me and really sit with what you've accomplished together. I had the privilege of spending the first weeks of the program with you, and I haven't stopped thinking about those early days. I watch each of you show up, not just for yourselves, but for each other. I learned about your personal journeys, the challenges your communities face, and the audacity of hope it takes to believe that you, with the right tools and support, could be the ones to create solutions that matter. And you've done exactly that. Over the past few weeks, you've taken AI and technology, tools that can often feel distant or inaccessible, and you've made them instruments of local impact. You've proven that the most powerful innovations don't come from Silicon Valley boardrooms alone. They come from people who intimately understand the community's needs, who see the gaps others miss, and who have the courage to build something where nothing existed before. But before we go further, I need to acknowledge the incredible team that made this fellowship a reality. To the search team who identify each of every one of you, our strategic partnerships team who build the vision with Google, our programs team who designed elements of your journey, our events team who brought us together, our design team who crafted this experience, and our operations team who worked behind the scenes, and of course our leadership team who championed this work. Your success reflects their unwavering commitment. And here's what I need you to understand. This is not the end of our partnerships. Watson doesn't just do 2 4-month relationships. We're in this for the long haul. As you continue to grow your initiatives, refine AI applications, scale your impact, and navigate inevitable challenges ahead, we'll be here. That's a commitment, not a courtesy. There's a quote by Margaret Mead that I think captures the essence of what you represent. And I quote, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." Out quote. You are that small group. You are not waiting for someone else to solve your community's problems. You are building the solutions. You are leveraging technology, not because it's trendy, but because it's necessary. And you're doing it with the kind of thoughtfulness and commitment that actually creates lasting change. So before we close, I'm asking everyone in attendance here today to participate in one final exercise in the chat. Please share something you can give to your community. Maybe it's a technical expertise, a partnership opportunity, mentorship, or access to resources. 2, something you're requesting from the community. What do you need from your peers as you continue your work? And then 3, your LinkedIn profile, so that we can keep this network alive and growing. Fellows, the cohort you have built over the past 4 months is rare. You've learned together, struggled together, and celebrated together. Protect this community. Keep showing up for each other. The work you're doing can feel isolating when you return to your communities, so don't let it be. And please, everyone, stay connected with Watson Institute. Visit us at www.watson.is or follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram at our handles Watson Institute. Continue following each other's journey. Reach out when you need support. We truly mean that. And we'll send a recap email with all the ways you can stay engaged, so watch out for that. You're proving that technology, when placed in the right hands of people who love their communities, becomes a force for extraordinary good. You're not just building ventures, you're building the future your community deserves. Thank you all, and I can't wait to see what you all continue to build. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Dwayne, for encouraging us to take the opportunity to connect and uplift one another today. As we now conclude the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellowship, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each of you for being part of this celebratory gathering. To the 2025 Google Data Center Community AI Fellows, thank you for your courage to leverage AI and technology to create lasting social, economic, and environmental impact in the data center communities you call home. To our audience, thank you for taking time out of your day to be here and championing this work. On behalf of all of us at Watson Institute, thank you for joining us today, and we hope to stay connected. Goodbye for now, and may our shared network continue to spark meaningful change.